Welcome to Spiritual Mystic. My name is Katrina, and this is your Ancient Wisdom for Today Oracle reading for Friday, January the 12th, 2018. The card for today is the Lady of the Gift. And it's not necessarily about receiving or about giving. The Lady of the Gift, and I say this with some reservation, is about tithing. Now, we all think that tithing is a very Christian church concept, but the truth is it isn't. The actual meaning of tithing in the spiritual world isn't so much about money, although it can be. It's about charity of the heart. It's knowing that how we treat people is how we're going to be treated. The bottom line message here is you can only receive what you're willing to give. And at the same time, that doesn't mean that if you want $10,000, you have to spend $10,000 to charity or a total stranger. Doesn't mean that you have to give any money at all. It isn't about equal reciprocity. It's about reciprocity of the heart. If you look at a single mom in Walmart trying to buy underwear for her kids, and you talk to her while you're standing in line, and you treat her and speak to her the same way you would speak to Bill Gates or Warren Buffett, that is tithing of the heart. That is charity from the heart. It is seeing the worth and value of every person in the world equally. And by the same token, if you would happen to meet your governor or your mayor or one of your congressmen, or say you meet Warren Buffett, would you look at him and speak to him with this guarded, you must be a horrible person, how did you get so much money? Then you're basically dumping on yourself that if you had a lot of money, you wouldn't be a good person either. And again, I don't talk about my family very much, but my mom, God love her, she could never see someone who was financially well off as a good person. She would say things like, she'd see someone who maybe just had a normal everyday job going out and trying to buy a Mercedes. She would say, that's a sin. Why would you spend so much money when you could buy a Chevy or a Ford and give the rest of the money to charity? So, I love my mom, but that was a very bad attitude, and she dumped it on me and my brother. And we struggled for a long time to realize that we could be successful people and maintain a very good standard of living and still be good people. And that is what the Lady of the Gift is about. It's about seeing the worth and value of everything in the world equally. It is about saying Bill Gates is just as good a person as that single mom struggling to buy underwear for her kids. The same token, you look at that single mom and you say, she's just as good as me. She might have missed an opportunity here or there. That isn't her fault, and it's not my fault, and I'm not going to feel guilty for having what I have. And, if you feel led when you see someone struggling like that to say, oh, you know what, let me get that for you. You didn't have to give her an excuse. Just say, I would love to just do this for you. And she may take it. She might be offended. You're not going to know until you try. I personally have just something that I always do. If I win a little bit of money in the lottery, I buy lottery tickets all the time, folks. If I win a little bit of money in the lottery, say I just won $100. I go back, I find the clerk who sold me the ticket. I give her $5 or $10 out of that money because she was part of the equation when I bought that ticket. And she has as much right to prosper from my good fortune as I do. There was another instance where I got to know a woman who was my age, but she was struggling. She still had kids at home. And every once in a while, when I would stop to get coffee or put gas in my car, I would slip her $5 and say, now I want you to promise me that you're going to buy yourself lunch today. Don't. I know your kids need stuff, but you need things too. That's charity of the heart. And I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm just throwing examples out there. My dad taught me to do that. We had, in my hometown was so small, we had one homeless guy. One. And he was homeless by choice. He loved it. He enjoyed it because he got tired of the corporate world. And he said, I'm not going to live like that anymore. I don't want to be like that. I want a simple, basic, carefree life. And my dad would see him and, trying to buy coffee or something. My dad would slip the waitress $10 and say, feed him, please. Make sure he has a good meal today. That's charity of the heart. That is knowing how to give without lording it over on people or pretending that you're better than someone. Generosity and receiving. We have to know how to receive too. I personally struggle with the receiving part of it. I love the holidays. I love to buy gifts for other people. But then when it's my turn to get my stuff, presents people gave me or even cards, I'm just like, I don't know. It's a feeling I get like, oh, am I really a good person if I just allow it to come to me and I say thank you and go on? It's almost like I think I've taken advantage of them, but I really haven't, because when we learn to receive as well as give, we're keeping the flow moving. It's give and take, give and take, give and take. And that has to keep moving, and the flow has to keep going. And if we don't allow others to give to us, we're depriving them of the joy of giving. And we're depriving them of, and I don't want to say karmically, but if we give, then we can receive. So if we try to stop ourselves from giving, we're blocking the other person's ability to give. And we've stopped the flow simply because we refuse to receive. It sounds complicated. How can giving and receiving take up so much time and need so much explanation? But in our world today, the world's become complicated, and simple, basic charity of the heart has become a big deal. If you would like help with this or any of the services I offer, if you just want to chat about all the things you think are wrong with the world, or you would like some advice on how to handle a situation maybe even I haven't thought of, the link from my website is on this video. Have a great weekend, and I'll see everybody Monday.